Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Just give me 1 second here.
No problem.
Hi guys,
Hey, how you doing?
Hey,
good
how you
today.
doing?
Good to see y'all this morning. Happy Saturday. Happy almost ABFF.
Yes.
Guess what?
You know.
Yesterday was my birth. I mean, like a week ago was my birthday.
Oh, nice. How
Happy
old did you
belated.
turn?
My ninth birthday was like a week ago.
Oh, okay. Well, happy belated birthday. Well, good
Happy
to have
belated.
y'all here. We're gonna get right on into it here, and my partner will join us in just a few moments here. But thank you all again for being here. So, I wanted to just ask: have any of y'all been to ABFF before?
No.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Haven't. Okay.
Yeah. It'll be the first time. So look forward.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. Well, congrats on that. I've been going for many years as a general attendee and as press, and I've covered it over the course of the past 10 years. So it's definitely a great experience that you should be a part of. Have you all looked at or entered into or submitted to other film festivals as well?
Uh,
Well, I've been a part of some that entered into like a few, I guess you call it film festivals or film contests. Um, it got some places, but it haven't. It didn't get to a place where we had like an
Right.
actual screening and stuff like that. So this will
I
be the
got
first
you.
time to see that.
Have
Yeah.
you checked out Bronze Lens or even Martha's Vineyard African American Film Festival?
I go to a lot of film festivals, and my mom works at BAM. Wait, I
Can you
forgot
hear
what
me?
that stands for, but she works there. Is that right?
I lose you. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Mom, can you give some loan, please? I'm kind of
Hold on 1 second.
I'll just go inside. I won't say anything.
okay.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
I can hear you as well.
Hold on 1 second.
It's good to see you, Tony.
Same here. How you doing? How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, I see Ron cut his hair. What?
You see that?
Wow.
Big boy.
Yeah, man. Looking good, man. Looking good. Well, he's looking good before, but
Testing. Can you hear me?
I
Yes.
can hear you.
This is my first ever time being in an interview or a
Can you
meeting.
hear me?
Can't hear you, but you can tell him again when he comes back. We can
Yeah.
hear you.
Yeah, your frame is just frozen.
Set up. What happened?
Aaron
Probably
took a
you.
shower. I don't know what happened.
What? You mean he took a shower? Aaron didn't take no shower.
Yes, he is.
No, he isn't. I
Okay.
just saw him when he was dressed. Where's the other chair?
He didn't bring it out.
No, when did you bring it out?
Let's see.
It's right here in the room. Bring it out.
All right. Hold on.
You don't have anything set up. Oh, you taking a shower because probably got up earlier than you. Because you need to know that, huh?
Tony, how's he look framed?
Yeah, you look good. I
You have to take care of yourself.
the top is there just a little cut off, but other than that, he's good.
Sit back, please, Rowan. Sit back.
Where's the table?
Right there. That's
On
good.
the table.
Yeah, that's
You
good.
know, you're just holding the phone like you're a kid. You're a kid.
Right.
We're gonna
Yeah.
get right
That's how you
to it
doing?
here in the interest of time. Aaron, come over here.
I can see you down there. I can
Hey
see
Tony!
you.
Oh my gosh, I can see you. Sorry, it's
Yeah.
All right.
I was just seeing Tony's
Yay,
face,
finally.
but he couldn't see me. Hi Tony.
Hey, everyone.
Good
How you
morning,
doing?
everyone. Thank you for your
How you
patience.
doing?
Hi,
Oh,
Hey,
I'm Queen D. And
This is Clay D
oh,
here.
nice to
how you
see you.
doing? How you
it's
doing?
nice to see you. Thank you for taking this time out on this Memorial Weekend
And
holiday.
hey,
We appreciate it.
Of course. Is it a
why
holiday in the Bahamas? It's not a holiday up here for us.
Oh,
under
okay.
I'm from
That's
Canada.
right.
Yeah, it's not holiday here yet. Monday
Yeah.
is holiday, but
So like
Got
this
you.
is just a
Got you.
Saturday. It's you guys that are taking the weekend off, so we're very grateful.
Appreciate
I
that.
appreciate it.
So we're gonna get right on to it. The first question I had was, what was the first emotional seed for Seahorse? Was it the family dynamic, the food world, the father-daughter relationship, or was it something else all entirely?
That's a great question. It was all of those things. So it was just kind of looking around at my community. I live in Toronto, and there's a problem with housing. And so people think about Canada being like, oh, Canada, like we're gonna come to Canada and like things that we're gonna be on easy street. And like obviously, the economy in Canada is stronger than a lot of places. However, people still struggle, especially if you come from another place. And so, unbeknownst to many, Toronto has a lot of immigrants that come from the Caribbean. So like my mom is from Jamaica and my dad is from the Bahamas. And so it just came from looking around my community, knowing that like people that look like me, people that didn't look like me, people that are just like me are just like living in struggle and poverty. And then also thinking about food and housing, which are things that all of us need to survive, and how maybe when you come from somewhere else, access to those things, if you don't have community, how that impacts your ability to do well in the world. And so it came from all of those things, working at a restaurant where people would go to the restaurant to be seen, but then like leaving my restaurant job and passing somebody on the side of the road that's just like asking for $1 to go buy like a bagel or something. And so it was all kind of the synthesis of that. And then family, I was lucky enough to find community in the Bahamas with Rowan, Rowena, and Tony. But we really wanted to go and like actually find community in the place that we wanted to shoot. And I think it's about putting people first as opposed to commerce, that kind of thing. And so that was also in the background of my mind, where it's like this struggle between like making sure you can find community and find people, but also like we all live in this workaday world and we have jobs and we have to like earn money. Sigh. Can we all just have boats and yachts? Actually, Tony might have a boat. I don't know.
Right.
I know
For
some
sure.
people, but not me.
So the film seems to deal with estrangement, instability, and all the other topics like homelessness, food, and healing. Why were those themes important to explore together? If you could expound upon that a little better.
Why were they important for me to say that again? Sorry.
Yeah. So my question was that the film seems to deal with stability and estrangements. Why were those themes important to exploring together, including the other topic you just mentioned about?
Oh, thank you.
Struggling.
Why were they important to explore together? Because I think they're all linked.
Yeah.
You know, I think that food is communal. We eat
Oh,
together,
sure.
right? That's how we bond. And so if you don't have community, then how, like, without community, how are we really able to stay afloat, to stay alive? And the movie's conceit or the thesis is that it's kind of just looking at a snapshot of a person's life in a moment of time who's not living in a lot of community and they're struggling. And the idea being that we just have to champion community, which means living amongst each other, eating amongst each other, being amongst family. And this person in the movie doesn't have any of those items, those things, and she's struggling because of it. So it's just like making more space for human beings as opposed to money, even though, yes, we need it to survive in this current stage of of the world.
Yes, absolutely.
Aisha, as a writer, director, and performer, how did you balance protecting the story emotionally while also leading the film creatively?
Well, I think it's just trusting other people, you know, and then also it did fall apart, if it seems, a couple times. Like, in fact, there's a scene, I won't ruin it because Rowan literally makes this movie. Rowan, thank you for being in the movie. But there was definitely a moment where it's like the quintessential thing that a director will tell you about. It's like you're working with a child, the light is leaving, and blah, blah, like all of these things. And we were just like, you just kind of had to trust and protect. And so basically there's one scene where Nola, like that I shot with Tony, and we only had one. We didn't have time to like dry my costume or whatever. And then I looked at Tony and I was like, ready? And then Tony was like, okay. And then when I heard that, I was like, he'll be fine. And then sure enough, I was like, this looks amazing. I don't know how you did it, Tony, but you did. And so how to protect, I think, is trust, in the sense that again, which is again going back to this idea of community, where like there are specific like technical things that when I was working to make sure that like I was able to do all of the jobs, but it did fall apart a couple times because I'm only a human being, mainly when the light was leaving and we only had like X amount of time to shoot a scene and we were behind. But community, trust, like we really like I found or got access to Tony's contact via community, via a wonderful photographer named Melissa Alcina, who I had met through another friend. She's a Bahamian photographer and she's living in New York. And I met her through my close photographer friend, Christina, and I was like, do you know any cinematographers in the Bahamas? And she's like, oh my gosh, check out Tony. His work is amazing. And so I immediately trusted him because Melissa's work is amazing. And I go to look at Tony's website and his work is amazing. And then I was like, Tony, do you know any child actors? And he's like, well, actually, you should get in touch with Rowena. Like it's an ecosystem, and things really do work out when you trust and believe in people. And if you give them the space to kind of do their best and trust in them and like see their light, I think good things happen. And I think it's only because like I had really skilled people around me who were willing to work with me. And I think the main thing is just trying to be as nice as possible and genuine as possible. And then also the last thing I'll note is not being sometimes honesty is the truth. Sometimes being nice or being kind. Kindness is the truth. So to Tony, I was like, we don't have a lot of money. You're just gonna come out and have a nice day with a couple of Canadians, and Canadians are quite nice.
So Tony, where do you draw your inspiration from, Tony? Where is it coming from? What mentors in your life?
Well, I have a mentor, especially when I came out of school.
Okay.
Sorry, his name is Neville Smith. He's a Bahamian. He lives down here in Nassau. But when I came out of school, I first went onto him as an intern, and I saw how he worked. I saw the projects that he was on. He was on like some. He did a lot of news stuff for like news stations in the States, but he also did a lot of documentaries. He did a lot of. He did some short films in the time when I was working with him as well. And I just got to see that, and through him I got to see the community, the film community itself, because before that I just went to school, and before school I didn't have access to the film community in Nassau. And through him I saw that. I feel like I met Rowena's husband through him on another project. So just being able to integrate myself that way and see the community for what it is, and the people who's involved, and seeing stuff that I don't see on TV.
Yeah, right.
Through the film community, because everybody posting their stuff in different places, and through meeting them, you get to see the actual creativity that's in Nassau. Like it's important to see that. So I drew my inspiration through that and that experience, and also some people from my college. I went to Taylor University in Indiana. And I don't know how I got there yet. It's through my church. Somehow they found me. Somehow, let's just say they found me because they came down there and did the recruiting process. And I never heard of them before that point. But got in Indiana, met some people there, some creative people there from all across the United States that came down and stuff like that. So I would say all that's part of my inspiration, and obviously some known folks as well. Like I do love a lot of Christopher Nolan's work. He's from the from his creativity standpoint, and just like, and some photographers too that I grew up seeing like through school and whatnot. So all that I try to blend into my craft and blend into how I think, and it's where I am now, still learning. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
I know who I need to contact too for our project and our adaptation. So I'm definitely going to shoot y'all, especially you, Tony. And I too am from Nassau, but Nassau County, Long Island, New York. But I need to make that Nassau, Bahamas. I also do have a Caribbean
somewhere there.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm Jamaican myself as well. I'm Jamaican American. So.
Oh, there you go. Oh, you got the Caribbean flavor, man.
Exactly. This question is for Rowan. Rowan, when did you realize you wanted to become an actor? Did you just one day just wake up and say, "Hey, I want to be an actor," or were you kind of drawn to it? What pushed you to?
You know the line I said.
You did.
I want to be a star.
You want to be a
Okay,
star?
now.
Okay.
And also, people always ask me, how are you so good at acting? Well, here's my secret. Don't overthink
Okay.
it.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I like that.
Well, you can't get more clear than that.
I
That's for
know.
sure.
That's for sure.
So you felt it was a calling. Did you feel it was a calling on your life?
Hmm?
Did you feel it was a calling?
There was a calling that I needed to be an actor.
Okay.
Honeys, now in the past when I started acting, I was very broke. But now I'm rich.
Okay.
Love to see
Yay.
it.
I'm the richest one in my family right now. I'm the richest one. And the shocking part, I am also the youngest.
Okay. Yes. So you're an
love this
example
for
for a lot
you.
of young people out there.
We love young wealth. I would
Yeah.
also maybe add that, like, maybe
This is for the director.
yes.
How come you wanted to be a director?
Okay,
And
that was
He
my
take-
next
he-
question.
he take-
Okay,
he
taking our job.
Well,
I ain't worried about AI. I'm worried about Rowan now.
why? I didn't know that I wanted to do this, to be honest. I was on track to be a doctor
Wow.
when I was finishing school. I always just did very well in school. I was just one of those kids.
what?
I was,
Being doctors are very hard.
yeah, and so
Really?
I was gonna, and then basically, I think it was kind of a gift. It sounds bad, but my parents were like kind of splitting up, and they didn't really have the time to really pay attention to what I was up to. And I was doing a lot of theater, and then I got into theater school, and then I was like, "Mom, I'm going to go to theater school," and she was like, "As long as you go to school, dear." So it just became an accident.
Really,
To answer your
really.
question, Rowan, I was going to be a doctor, and then I always loved creating, and I was always very artsy, like you. And then I just decided to go to school for it. But from there, I'd also say, like, when I had first met Rowan, and his lovely mother, Rowena, who also might have a little bit to do with Rowan being an actor. I don't know. You can talk about it with your mom, Rowan.
Thanks,
But
Mom.
Rowan had showed me this movie he made, wrote, directed, and starred in. He made like a little documentary and he had
Wow.
cut it together. I think you guys edited it too. And I'm sitting on, I think, that couch a couple of years ago, November of 2024. I'm sitting on this couch being like, wow. And so I found it a lot later, but I think basically why Rowan made his movie, why I'm called to do it, is just like the same thing. Like, you have to, there's something inside you that's just like, this is what you must do. It's maybe purpose, if that makes sense. For Rowan, he's just a star, but for me, I think it's purpose.
Guess what? I was mostly doing it. I mostly wanted to do it with my dad because with Mom, when it comes to me making movies, she's kind of nuts.
Okay, we can't be, you gotta be nice to your mama. We can't be calling mama crazy.
Okay.
She's nuts about you, maybe.
No, I'm really serious.
Oh, pish posh. Rowena, we see you. Don't worry. Rowena's on the side being like, oh my goodness, my child. I'm sure.
Understood. We understand.
I have to say, Rowan, you definitely have made history in the fact that you are the youngest person we've ever interviewed on any of our platforms, past, present, and future. So congrats to you on that.
Yes, and we just appreciate you, Rowan. And you're an
Yeah.
inspiration
Mhm.
Okay.
for a lot of young people out there that have the same calling you have.
Guess what?
What?
I have something to tell you. When it comes to
Sure.
paper, I am a genius when it comes to paper. So, Lady and Queen D and Tony Williams and Aisha Evelyna, aka the writer, director, and actor, I all have a question for you that has something to do with paper.
Okay.
Okay.
That might prove I'm the smartest one here with paper.
Okay, let's get it. Let's
Probably
get it.
are.
Do any of you? Okay, so if you want to say yes, raise your hand. But if you want to say no, don't do anything.
Okay.
know how to make a paper airplane.
Go on.
A paper airplane?
Paper
I-
airplane.
I'm sure I can make a paper airplane.
I can make a paper airplane. I used to love making them when I was a young kid.
You can make a paper shuriken.
A paper what?
A paper
What's,
shuriken.
What's a
what's
shuriken?
that?
A paper ninja star.
A paper ninja
Oh.
star. Oh, like the
No.
ones you
No.
throw.
No, I
No.
can't.
So
I
do
can't
you know,
do that.
Do you know how to make a paper Glock and a paper gun that can shoot?
I
No,
can't.
you
I gotta
got
ask
to
your
cheat
mom
on
what
that
you're up
too.
to, my friend.
Do
So
you
are
know
you
how to make a paper whistle?
no.
Do
No.
you know how to make a paper fidget spinner?
I'm
Well,
stuck just
okay.
with the paper airplane.
Yeah, me
I
too.
think
Yeah.
that's
Finally, do you know how to make a paper rocket?
a paper
No.
rocket.
I can't.
No, but I do think that when it comes to all of this paper, it sounds like you're doing a lot of origami. Is that the
Well,
word?
Yeah.
I know how to make all of those things.
Okay, well, I have a question for you too. Where does paper come from?
Oh yes, that's a great question.
Trees. Trees. They come from trees.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
that was
You
a
definitely
good
are a
one. Okay,
genius.
okay, Queen D, that was pretty good. And also, I
One
just wanted
second.
yes, he's getting some coaching from mom, I'm sure.
That's good.
Yep, I am getting coaching from mom.
Okay. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Rowena.
Hello. We're gonna let you all ask some questions. Thank you.
Okay, there we go.
We're good.
Talk to them
We're good.
about me for them because I don't know much else things to say. So I'm just gonna
Oh,
take
I
it.
think you said a lot, and I really appreciate what you said too.
I'm tired.
It'll be
Rowan,
great.
you have plenty of interesting things to say. I think if Clay and Queen D ask the questions, you might be surprised with like how much interesting stuff you have to come up with.
Yeah.
So if you want to throw to Clay and Queen D, maybe they can ask a question and then maybe we can all figure out an answer together.
Yeah.
How
let's-
about that?
That sounds good.
Yeah. Okay, great.
All right.
Okay, let's do
So-
it. Do you have another question?
I
Sure,
do. Yeah.
plenty.
So, what did the title Seahorse mean to you when y'all
I
first
have
chose
a
it?
riddle.
Oh wait. That was a question.
It's all good.
What was the title Seahorse?
What
What did it represent?
what drew inspiration?
Yeah.
Inspiration. So
Seahorse represents seahorse.
well, to explain a little bit more, did you know that it's the daddy seahorse that actually carries the baby?
Yes.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah. And so basically, I don't know, there's always been kind of a water theme with the movie, within the feeling of the movie. And there are a couple of like visual motifs that have to do with like water and sand. And then thinking about like it's looking at how the father carries the child. And because the male seahorse is the one that brings the baby to term, that's
Wow.
kind of where the inspiration came from. Just like a meditation on Black fatherhood through like a Caribbean perspective. However, of a different generation, I think that now we're seeing a lot of great dads like Tony. One of the things that I was just like so struck by when I met Tony is that he's a great dad to his daughters and then also like a great husband.
Awesome.
And I think we're around the same age. So it's like positive representation of male masculinity, of male fatherhood exists in our day and age now. But maybe for like my dad and with people before him, they didn't really have that. And so it's just looking at how the father carry the child. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying about that because my dad would not even change a diaper. So he's old school totally. But it's nice to see today's representation of a lot of dads out there. So we appreciate that a lot. And the young people today have a better chance. African-American children have a better chance when they have their fathers who are in their lives and help molding them because that is so needed.
Yeah, I'm seeing dads like push the strollers, carrying their backpacks.
Happy Father's Day to you.
Early Father's Day.
Early Father's Day.
But speaking of fatherhood and such, this is the story of an estranged father returning into his daughter's life, and that carries a lot of emotional complexity. How did y'all want to avoid making that relationship too simple or one-sided?
Well, it's very much so Nola's story, like the protagonist's story. I think what I tried to do is just kind of be real to be true to the feelings. Usually, like you kind of know, And also, like, I think also, like, I don't want to ruin the movie at the end of the movie, because the end of the movie is like really like what people find very special about the film. But, and like, that's what Tony got a chance to shoot with myself and Rowan. It's also like championing love. I think if you put love at the center of most things when you're exploring them, a lot of things you can keep it relatable and keep it true. And so, yeah, that's the best answer I have for you, which is, how did I avoid keeping it one-sided? I centered love and like tried to center grace and kindness for both of the people within the relationship. So yeah, that's what I would say to that question.
And what do you think the film says about the difference between survival and healing?
I think it's really difficult to find healing when you're in survival mode. And so
it is. Yeah.
people need the supports of human life. It's like there's the Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Yes. Yes.
It's a bunch of things, but it's food and housing. And at the top is like self-actualization. And really, like Maslow posits that we can't really get to this.
You can't get to the top until you get to the top. Start at the bottom, right?
Unless you have these things. And so I think it's just exactly that. It's like food and housing. Like, if you don't have the basic supports for survival, you will never heal. And I think that many of us, especially like within the Black diaspora, because of slavery, have when your parents are just trying to put food on the table, or they're just trying to keep a roof over your head, or they're just like trying to like get to work on time, there's little time for like being able to heal is a privilege of wealth. Being able to reflect is a privilege of wealth. And so it's just like looking at that conversation, I think really of just like, if you don't have the basic supports of food and housing, healing is, I don't want to say healing is impossible, but it's just that much harder. And so by the end of the movie, by the time that Nola is able to find housing and food in a way, she is able to kind of take that next step, but she's not able to in the story, the next step that leads us to the ending. And she's not able to in the story unless she has what she needs. And the best way to get those supports, I think, if you don't have access to capital, is leaning into community. And so,
But speaking on community, I think you perfectly express how community plays a role in this film. And I think you also did a good job of explaining how healing does happen privately. And do you think that healing requires other people witnessing you differently in a more vulnerable state or a more transparent state? If that makes sense to you?
Right. Can you please pose the question one more time? I just want to make sure I have a good answer for you.
Right. And talking about the role that community plays in the film. I basically was going to ask, does healing happen privately, or does it require other people witnessing you differently? What does that mean?
I think it's
transparently, vulnerably.
I think it's kind of both. And I think, well, I think once upon a time people look at the idea of crying as weakness, and like I think culturally our conversation has come around to being like, if you cry, if you show your feelings, it's not weakness, it's great strength to be able to show yourself in that position. And I think it's a little bit of both. Like, obviously we all just have to go to bed with ourselves at the end of the night, and like parse our thoughts apart in here. But community can be healing by virtue of shared lived experience, where every time I screen this movie, people come out of the woodwork and send me messages on Instagram or come up to me after, and they're like, wow, I had a similar conversation with my close friend, or I have the exact same thing, blah, 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 blah. And sometimes just knowing you're not alone and within a community of experience, that can also facilitate healing. So I think it's column A and column B.
I appreciate that. And the film does touch well on homelessness and instability. Could you just perform a little deeper dive on your approach to these themes with care and humanity?
I think that my aim was never to humanize, like to go into looking at people who are living unhoused and like be like, these are real people too. That was never my goal. My goal was to look at a person's lived experience, a snapshot of a person's life. And so it's 3 days in a person's life. And this person also happens to have a father who is unhoused. And so I think by virtue of us, it's twofold. It's a lot of people do have experience with housing precarity, but they don't have experience with living unhoused and like not like living on the street, right? And so for me, I was like, my hope with this film is to kind of change hearts and minds and change how we think about the systems that people need to support themselves, like social systems, like healthcare even.
Yes.
In order to change the viewer's mind or stance on that, it's like, okay, let's just work it with this protagonist who intersects with many things, because that's many of us. You may have a father who's living in housing precarity, but you also definitely have seen a person living on house on the street. And so my hope was to just kind of depict the truth of a person's lived experience without trying to be like, this is how the homeless live. Like, that was not the goal. The goal is just to note we all need access to these things. And there's varying degrees of like what can happen to a person. A lot of us have way more in common with a person that's living on the street as opposed to a billionaire. And if it's a missed paycheck, if it's a bumped head at work, if it's a sprained ankle, it can go very, very, very quickly. You can go from being a person that like lives and has a nice life to being living unhoused. And so it was just looking at the spectrum of experience and trying to find common ground so that we can hopefully look to the idea of community, like living in community, and what does that mean, as opposed to like money, money, money. Because when someone is operating in the interest of money, I think that's when things usually fall to the fray when it comes to care of the average person. So yeah, that's I guess that's my answer. Hopefully it's not too word salad.
That's okay. Now I have wanted to ask you, how do you feel the education system can help with students and even the parents, with all of these different things that we have to deal with, with finances, economic system, healthcare? Is there anything the education system can do that you feel?
Well, it's interesting that you say that, because like for me personally, I live in Canada, and so like Canada is per capita one of the most educated nations on the planet. And so chances are, if you walk out onto the street, the person who's like picking up the garbage has a post-secondary degree. The person who you're getting your coffee from also has a post-secondary degree, because access to education and like world-class education is not as expensive as it is, like, let's say in America, right? I think that education plays a huge part. It's like, because I was able to be educated in order to have kinds of conversations with myself about my family and like the kinds of behavior I'd seen, it took a set, like I had to have a worldly sensibility in order to be like, hey, I don't want to be like that. I would like to be this kind of parent. And I'm sure, Tony, maybe you can attest to this as well, where it's like you're educated. And I think that not only is it learning about a specific field, but opening yourself up to the different wealth of experiences around you does impact how we engage each other generally. And like even like looking at political systems, like civics, for example. When I was in school, they have a civics class. I wish they had taken more time to explain how government works to the children, so you can actually understand the power of your vote and the power of the people who are bringing words into law. And I think like that's a huge blind spot. If people are educated on that system, like I was asking, it's a parliamentary system up here, but I was talking to my mom and I was just like, so then how do votes get passed? How do bills get passed into law? And she's like, well, I don't know. And it's just kind of like, but when we do know how these things happen, we can be more, education allows us to be more engaged and more involved in our lives.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
whether it's
absolutely.
being a good father, like Tony, who just had a newborn,
yes.
or it's being
Congrats.
able to like know who you actually want to vote for, and if they actually like represent your needs, or if it's like knowing how to navigate a system or navigate if someone's yelling at you, knowing how to engage that, having the knowledge to be like, okay, this person is really screaming at me. I can't yell back at them. I have to take myself away. It's like education. It's all facets of helping you live your life.
Oh, thank you.
Good way to look at it.
Yeah, I wanted to ask Tony, congratulations on your newborn.
Thank you.
How is the healthcare in Canada, and what can be improved? Now that you have a baby, going forwards, what are the things that can be improved to educate parents, fathers?
Well,
Tony's from the Bahamas, though.
yeah. I live in the Bahamas.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. I think at least down here in the Bahamas, healthcare wise, like Aisha said, we just had a newborn, and we went to the private hospital here. It depends on where you're going there for, but I think with the healthcare system on the whole, it does definitely needs a lot of work. I think that was we just had election time, and that was a big topic going into election, like how will the healthcare system improve?
Mm.
Your personal experience, your experiences that's heard around where people need certain items while they're doing different procedures in the hospital, like basic stuff. I can't remember exactly what it is. It might be syringes, it might be something like that, where some of the hospitals at the time didn't have these things that you would think the hospital's supposed to have every day, every hour on the day, like these basic stuff. And it's at a point where they were trying to see if the minister for that field should be in it. I mean, he's still there now, got it reelected, but I think it's just like it still needs to be improved, especially as a third world country that we are. We still have we still have some pieces inside of our society that needs to be improved on, and healthcare is definitely one of them.
And I think that's also access to wealth in a way. Like Bahamas, it's like people go to the vacation in the Bahamas like with world class.
Yeah, there should be a lot of money there, right?
You know what I mean? Like, and then like I think I was talking to somebody. Yeah, they go down to people in the Bahamas, or people go down to the Bahamas to have access to world class resorts, and then also maybe don't see as much of the wealth as they should. Like I remember, I think I was talking to you, Tony, and I was talking about a beach, and you're like, oh well, like those beaches aren't owned by, like they're owned by those companies, not owned by the Bahamian people. And so we shot in a national park, which was owned by the government of the Bahamas. But it's like things like that, where it's like allocation of resources, where it's like this country is people are coming, and obviously the wrong people are making all the money. And then it's like, who has to like who is really impacted? And it's like the person that needs an IV, you know what I mean? And so that's basically what the movie's, it's like trying not to get into these big long conversations, but it's like on the ground, what does this look like? It's like, if a person does not have access to the basic things that sustain them, then how are they really going to thrive in society? And also like when these big companies, when businesses prioritize capital over people, that's what happens. Like, you know what I mean? Like people are left to their own devices and are left struggling if they don't have community. And so it's like, I think a column B, where it's like just reinvesting in humanity, because we are the most valuable resource on this planet, I think personally.
Yes. My next question is about mental health and how it affects in the community and what can be done. Because this is something we all need to be educated on, because because even if you don't have mental health, you can end up with a problem with depression and all the things that go after that, with suicide and all the things that just because of economics.
Well, and I also, this is the thing, it's interesting because like within the Black community, sometimes we don't have the space to talk about how we're doing. And then I also think it is a maybe gendered experience, and maybe like Tony can speak to that a little bit. But like from where I am living in Canada, I think it's increasingly more difficult to make your way through the workaday world. And so things that usually maybe wouldn't bother a person if they were like fed and were able to make rent and like be able to like go on a walk on a Saturday afternoon, if you had the access to those things, then maybe like life wouldn't be so hard. But instead, people are working a job and then a side hustle, you know what I mean? Which is just a second job. And instead of being able to enjoy their life or like, see their friends, that kind of thing, they're like stuck in this grind of making money. And that does something to you in here, because being able to go outside, being able to be with your people, be with your family, being able to just have a nap, those are things that like support your mental health.
Yes.
When we think about mental health, we think about therapists being like, and tell me what your father did to you. And it's not that. It doesn't have to. I think that Rowan had said, keep it simple. It's not that. Mental health is being able to take a bath or take a shower or brush your teeth. Being able to have those things, to be able to know that you can do those things without rushing out the door to do them. Like that's at brass tacks. But then again, like I also know the experience of like mental health, that kind of stuff is different for men. So Tony, if you have any thoughts, feel free.
I think at least for the mental health side of things, I think it definitely can take a toll as somebody who's a young dad who have 2 children now. We try and right now I'm the sole provider of the family, and it could take a toll but trust me, thank God every day for everything, right? Thank God for everything. But it definitely takes a toll. It could take a toll on somebody who doesn't have a village, really and truly. I think a village is super important, especially with our little family here. With we rely a lot on just like grandparents, my sister-in-laws, my sister, like just family who's close by because, like say, my wife's family is like 5 minutes away from where we live. My
Mhm.
my mother and my dad lives like 20 minutes away from where we live, so they're extremely close, and we have that privilege here in Nashville. But for those who don't have that type of proximity to a
Yeah.
village like that, especially dealing with like with my family and whatnot, even if it comes down to it, like to the financial side of things, like it's like just having a village is so important. And I think those who don't have that, like I could
Mhm.
see the mental illness could come in and be very prevalent in their lives, and you don't have that way of getting it out. You don't have that way to vent. You don't have the way to leave your
Yeah.
stress. You know what I mean? So that could be, especially as a man
Yeah.
who's where traditional roles is you have to provide. You have to provide,
Mhm.
not just financially. You have to provide. Um, Comfort for the mind too, to let people know that everything's safe. You have to everything's safe with me. You good. You know what I mean? Like it's stuff like that where I could see a black man too. I can see the average black man like just
Mhm.
crashing and just burning
Yes.
inside, even though they don't show it outside. They do actions and lash out when you know it gets tough. So I think mental illness is a big part, could play a big role in
Mhm.
Mhm.
especially
Yeah,
life.
especially that's
Thank
you
you.
said it so nicely. It's like not having a village, I think, is the main
Yeah,
thing. Yeah.
Mhm.
And
agreed.
I just like just trying to find your village and
Mhm.
making sure that like, and again, it's just like people over everything, because people are all we have, and like
Yeah.
we all of what we do is in a way to keep human life going. And so it's like, if everything we're trying to do is keeping human life going, why do we ignore certain things that'll like really help it prosper, like being
Yes.
able to like, and again, that's the other thing, like Tony said, it's like being able to just like hang out with a pal or hang out with your sister or whatever, like
Yeah.
that's mental health. You know what I mean? It's having
Yes. Yes.
it doesn't have to be like talking to a therapist for $200
Yeah.
an hour. And like, I'm
Yeah.
talking about the base supports that humans need. Laptop. Okay. Tony's laptop is dying. He's getting a starter. But yeah. Do you have any other questions for Rowan?
Yeah, I did. I was just thinking about
Okay,
that.
wonderful.
I wanted to ask Rowan a question.
All right, come
Rowan,
here.
if you was in a classroom or you was on stage and you're the star and you have the mic and there's other kids your age, what would you say to them who want to be an actor?
That's a good question.
If you want to be a good actor, you just have to remember, if you don't want to fail much, don't overthink it.
Don't overthink it.
That sounds great. Great
Rowan,
advice.
it's very good, Rowan. Like truly, I'm taking it in as well.
Yeah. And what if they're nervous?
I'll just help them.
Yeah.
That's a good
I
one.
like that. That's
Bless you.
right. That's a good one, to help the others, right? Tell them what to do for their nerves, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I know you remind me of myself, Ron, when I was 9 years old back in 1997. My mom
Heck
can certainly
yeah.
attest to that as well. So, but I need that energy of yours, because
I think we
you
all
talk
need it.
about mental health and everything. I'd be tired. I'd be
Don't
tired.
overthink it. And then it's just like, and I think also like some of the things that I've been saying when it comes to like what don't overthink it will probably be the thing that I think about for the next month and a half. Is just like I think in many ways, like as adults, we overthink so many of these things.
Yeah.
Obviously they get complicated. A movie is not going to solve them, but it's simple brass tacks. It's like if a person is struggling, it's like, what do they need? It's like they need food and housing and people around them to help build them up, and we build each other up together. And it's like, these are the things we've been learning since we were kindergarten. It's not that hard.
Yes. I have another question for Roland, because he's just stimulating me. I'm so inspired by you, Roland.
Please.
Roland, I would like to know, what do you like acting more? Do you like drama or scary stuff or comedy?
I need to worry about it.
Say again.
I didn't hear you.
I'm not too worried about it.
You're not too worried about it. So would you like to do a scary film, or you like to do something more like adventurous, like really high strung, or something funny?
Neither.
Neither. So are you just kind of taking the projects as they come, reading
I
scripts as
love
you
that,
go?
Rowan. I love that. That's
I
a good
said-
answer.
I
Great
said,
answer.
let me speak.
Yes.
I quit.
Oh, you quit. Okay.
She
Well,
done.
we can.
You
Like, I love
quit?
this for you.
Okay.
Like, I want to do my real dream, being a YouTuber.
Okay. That's a big one.
You don't want to be a movie star.
You want to be a
content creator,
content
influencer.
influencer.
We're all, hey, that and film are all cousins.
You're
So
doing that right now.
do it right now.
You
I
gotta.
didn't realize it.
Well, like, I guess it's
I'm
also
just
just
kidding.
like this
I'm
is
just
how
kidding.
things
Okay, I'm
change.
just kidding.
You're just kidding. So you want to act and be a YouTube. So you want to be a star. You want to act sometimes, but you're like not too sure if it's like a drama, a comedy. It's like whatever. You're not overthinking it. Okay.
The good news is that you have the power of the phone and these platforms that we're using compared to when I was 9 years old.
That's
With
crazy.
just a big old handheld Sony camera.
That's
Now you
crazy.
can just hit record and
you're ready,
upload.
right?
And let's go.
You ain't gotta send no VHS tapes to no producer. Yeah, ain't got to do none of that. Like when I was coming up. So definitely.
Okay, you want to know how I
I
felt about being in the water while acting?
Yeah. What's it like being in the water? You loved it?
Yes.
That's
great.
nice.
That's
Okay.
wonderful.
That makes me feel better.
Have you all? I think I asked at the very beginning. Have you all submitted this project to other film festivals, especially ones that are connected to the diaspora or Black folks simply?
Yeah. So it's its world premiere at South by Southwest, and then
Oh,
also
good.
like which is great. And then Joseph Marcel, who is he's Jeffrey the Butler, most famously known as Jeffrey the Butler from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So he's in the film. He came out, which was really nice, and so. He came up for South by Southwest, and then we screened in Atlanta. We're screening at American Black Film Festival, and I'm so grateful because our production has no money, so it's not like we can be fluing people out. However, I will try and take you guys out for a nice dinner. So I'm so grateful that we're going to Miami for American Black Film Festival because it's so close in proximity to the Bahamas.
Yeah.
So this is the opportunity.
That's awesome.
Yeah, for Rowan and for Rowena and Tony and his wife to come up and see the movie and like hang out. Then we're going to be at Martha's Vineyard African American Film Festival.
I was just about to ask that.
Yeah, and then we have a couple of. We also just found out in London we got into this festival called Rain Dance, which is a really cool indie film festival. But we're going to focus on reaching the Black. We're just trying to reach the Black diaspora wherever we can reach them. Absolutely. And then a couple other film festivals,
Bronze Lens. What about Bronze Lens?
Bronze Lens. I think that's on our list. I think we might have actually already submitted to Bronze Lens. I have to double check. But yeah, so basically it's going to be doing its own like run. And then once we release it, because we're still trying to sell the movie. It's sold in Canada, but like not like worldwide. Well, again, it'll be focusing on reaching Black people where we can, where we find them, which means like multi-city kind of. And I'll travel with the film. We'll take it to the Bahamas, like that kind of thing, to like, just try and find as many people who might resonate with it as possible. Because it was a really special thing. Like even like having Rowan and Rowena, like their lineage in the Bahamas is also like so special. And like, I'm not sure if that has anything to do with why Rowan's an actor. I don't know. I'm just gonna put it up to maybe your grandpa. I don't know. Winning an Academy Award. I don't know. But yeah, it's just like so special that I'm like, it's so hard to get anything made. Like we were so worried. Like I don't know how to explain it. It's just like we think about movies as these like big things with like Hollywood producers, and that's the thing. That is a thing. But we were so stressed when we were like, we had shot half the movie in Canada with our DP. And then we were like, what are we going to do? We couldn't fly anyone down. And then also we were just like, I don't want to fly anyone down. And we were like, we have to find somebody in the Bahamas. And like being able to find Tony, being able to find Rowan, like these are like the most special things about getting this movie.
That is special.
And so we're just going to try and get it out there as much as possible because so much work and effort went into like trying to find these special talents and these special people who are just there to support me. So I'm very grateful.
Well, we appreciate you.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it. That's all we have.
All you have?
we definitely appreciate your time,
sure
and
do.
we plan to be down in Miami
Yeah.
this coming week.
Yes.
And we also will definitely be in Martha's Vineyard,
Yes.
African American Film Festival.
We go
as
every
well.
year.
We go every year. So.
I do have one question for you, though, because you were talking about the challenges that you have to face. And I was thinking, what advice would you give to other people in your field in theater and that, because it's hard making films and writing them and directing them. And
or even to content
all of
creators
that.
and influencers.
What advice would you give to them?
Well, okay, the first thing, taking it from my pal Rowan, don't overthink it. I do sometimes hate when people say filmmaking is just a camera and a microphone, but that's actually what it is. And like that's why like Rowan was able to make a film, because he had a camera and a microphone and a computer, and so the advice is don't overthink it. Like sometimes you have when we're always trying to look up, if we're always looking up, we kind of miss what's at our level, what we have access to. And again, it's community, like leaning into community. People came out to work on this movie for peanuts because of like, hey, we'd like to work with you and have you play and showcase your talents, which I think was like maybe why Tony came on. I don't know.
I appreciate you guys.
Why did you say yes to us, Tony? That's crazy Canadians.
I don't know. I mean, just talking to you guys over, I think that was over Zoom that first time. I don't know. I think it was just, I just see how nice you guys are.
It's divine connection, right? It's a divine connection.
It's I don't know. You just felt the inspiration coming off of
vibes.
Yes.
It's good vibes.
Yeah, it's just like really good vibes. And I mean, like how you guys described it, I was like, man, I could spend a day with these guys. Like, why not? You know what I mean? And also this opportunity just to shoot part of a feature is amazing too. You know what I mean? Especially a feature for me that's international. And you guys probably look local for you guys, but it is international for me. So I was like super excited to do it, and I'm just happy to be a part of it still. I mean, when was that? That was like 2 years ago.
It was 2024. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
so
yeah.
Just excited about it, and just seeing where it goes, where it went, and where it's going. And to be a part of that is just a great thing to be.
It is. It's a great ride. We just want to wish you the best.
Thank you.
Of success.
Yeah.
Thank you. We'll see you in Miami.
Yes, we're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Well, thank you. If you want to come to the screening, you're more than welcome to. Like, hit me up.
Thank you. Absolutely.
Yeah. Sure. But we'll see you there. Or like if you just want to like hang, like it's nice to have a friendly face.
Yes. We'd love that.
Tony, Rowena, I have to tell you about these cool events that the festival has planned. So
we've been going for years. I told we've been going since 2016. So at least I know. So I know the ins and outs of it.
So we'd love to meet
you.
Yeah.
To get in touch with you. Okay, cool. So Tony and myself and Rowena, we will find you guys and you'll give us the plug. And so that's what it is about. Community. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Just definitely do the boat, definitely do the yacht party.
There's a yacht party?
If they have it this year.
We'll see.
At least the white party, but definitely do the yacht party. Yacht party.
Okay, we'll see at the yacht party.
That's a lot. That's a lot to put on.
Okay.
I'll just say.
But anyway, we're gonna let you guys go. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much. It was wonderful meeting you. We look forward to seeing you. Yes, Rowan.
Yes, Rowan.
Thank you guys for the platform.
You're welcome. Right?
Say it again.
I didn't hear you.
To a restaurant, and if you will, may I have a pepperoni pizza there?
Okay, if we're gonna go to a restaurant, I will for sure get you a pepperoni pizza, my friend.
And chicken fingers and fries.
Don't overthink it. We just say yes to Rowan. Pepperoni pizza. We'll see you in Miami with pepperoni pizza. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Bye. Thank you so much.
Bye. See you later.
All right. Looking forward to it.